All right, so today is Sunday, September 27th, and here's what I got done this week. So as you can see, the fuselage is painted up and pretty much done other than some minor touch-ups. And of course the vinyl accent stuff like I got on the wings. I'm really satisfied with the way the paint job came out. Really starting to get a good handle on the the gun techniques and good ways to tape everything and get it all prepped up nice. So other than just some little touch-ups, this paint job is done other than the vinyl. I got the gear legs painted and I left some socks on his feet, keep him warm in the winter that's coming up here. Actually, this is basically I didn't want to deal with getting any paint on the wheels or the brake assembly. I know I could have probably taken the wheels off and painted all the way, but I figure the wheel pant comes up to about here, so his socks will be there to keep him warm, but they'll be hidden. So part of before I got all this prepped up and ready, I had to finish up the cowling mounting. And so what I did with that was, in order to get these holes exactly where they go, I had the whole cowling mounted on here, and I used those M3 bolts through the 1/8" holes that I had drilled exactly where each cam lock goes. And then I just upsized the drill slowly until I could fit my small drum sander on my Dremel through the hole. And then I just used the aluminum hole underneath to get that hole to the exact location, the exact size. And so that worked out really well. I'm really satisfied with the way that went. And all I did was remove one screw at a time, so everything else is fastened tightly where it goes. And then after that, because I have the fender washers on those M3 bolts, I was able to bolt it back up, and it was still large enough to cover the whole diameter and keep the whole cowling mounted as I kind of worked my way around. Something to make note of is the kit comes with 4 D-Zeus fasteners instead of cam locks, and the bottom hole on each side of the cowling strip is a smaller diameter, as well as these 2 holes on this front mount flange. And I think those D-Zeus fasteners, for sure, I asked technical, for sure they go there. And I'm just gonna kind of inventory what I have for cam locks if I need to drill that hole out to accommodate the cam lock, or if I use a D-Zeus on the bottom as well. That's kind of like that coiled spring piece, and then basically it's the same thing. It'll hold the cowling either way. It's just a matter of what fits and what I've got in the inventory. So yeah, I'm pretty satisfied with the way it came out. I did have one issue right here where when I had everything taped off for the dark gray, somehow I missed a little gap there for the in the taping and bagging. So that was a little bit unfortunate, but it is what it is. I think that I'll be able to get that off. If anybody has any tips on how to get off a little bit of overspray like that, let me know in the comments. That'd be cool. I've been told a clay bar can get it off, so that's my plan for now, but if there's a better way, let me know. So yeah, really satisfied with it. I think it's got a good shine to it, and it's got a good I'm really happy with my paint scheme. You'll see the rest of it when the vinyl comes together, and once the doors are on, this dark gray will kind of continue. So it's basically, rather than using the black strips to protect the Sikaflex around here, I did all one color. So it kind of almost looks like one continuous window the whole way up. And then this dark gray here will continue kind of how it's marked here under the cowling, down to the point of the snout there. So yeah, I think it's gonna look pretty good. I'm really satisfied with how it's coming out. Some other stuff I got done this week was I completed the right wing. And so I got the landing lights installed. And so yeah, there's a little bit of metal shaving dust. I had to drill out 2 of them, just only 2 at the very end, just kind of match drill them a little bit. And so I'm not sure if I'll take that landing light off to get that dust out, or if I'll just kind of let it settle in. I'm not really sure. I don't think it's going to be a problem to let the dust kind of settle into there and disappear back into the wing. Really, that now that I'm saying it, I don't like that. I'll probably have to pull that light off and vacuum it out. But anyway, so those are tested and working, and everything's good. Same thing with my my nav light here. And so yeah, this right wing is completely finished and ready to go on the plane. And my left wing over here is pretty much the same thing. I got the pitot tube is all mounted up and ready to go. One thing to make note of is the hole diameters on these are not quite large enough to accommodate the screws to mount the pitot, so I'm gonna have to pull it out just slightly to match drill those carefully and get that finished up. And then I do have the landing light still on this wing and the nav light here. So, but other than that, it's just some finishing detail stuff on the fuselage, and this thing is ready to go to the hangar. So the wings and the fuselage might make it to the hangar next week, but there is, you know, a decent amount of kind of finishing work to, you know, get this guy painted up. I got to get the cam locks installed between the top and bottom cowling, or at least drilled for mounting locations, and I've got to get the vent grate there installed and cleaned up. So that's it for this week. Pretty excited with the way it's all coming together. So have a good, I guess, last day of your weekend, everybody, and get back to it next week.